we saw in Rebase's documentation that the sync state function will sync between a property on state and any endpoint in Firebase. So which component has the state that we want to store there? It's the messages we want to actually store in Firebase, right? So which component is that? So form actually just keeps track of what you're typing in the field, right? It doesn't have the full list of messages. It's chat. So chat has this.state.messages, right? That's the array. That's the thing that we want to sync with Firebase. So this is where we want to use our configuration. So I will import lowercase b base from / lowercase b base. When do we want to start syncing it? As soon as we load the darn thing, right? How about that? So we used component did mount before. We could use that again. Component did mount. To do that, we have to be using a class, right? We can't have a stateless functional component. Luckily, we already are. But remember, if you had to do something like component did mount, you would have to change it to a class if it weren't already one. So in component.mount, I want to call base.syncState. So how does that work? It receives two arguments, endpoint and options. Endpoint is a string, the relative Firebase endpoint to which you'd like to bind your component state. Oh. Well, it's a string. Let's put a string in there. What's your favorite string, Kendall? All right.
He wants me to say his name. Yeah. Terry.
That's a good one.
Terry. I'm going to lowercase it, though. You're not that special. All right. So that's our endpoint. Then options, which is an object. Okay. So we'll have an object full of options as our second argument. Looks like the first two are required. Context, the context of your component. All that means is this. What component is it getting the state from? This. Second argument, state. The state property you want to sync with. Notice it is a string. The state property you want to sync with Firebase. So you don't put like, okay, so that was called state. So you don't put like this.state.messages here. No, just wants the string messages. Basically, it's going to take this thing and say .state, square bracket, whatever you put here. So this is just the property from state that you want to sync with that endpoint, the endpoint Terry, on Firebase. What else we got? Default value. Nah. Use this if you want a value other than empty object or empty array, that's fine. As array, Boolean, returns the Firebase data at the specified endpoint as an array instead of an object. Well, our thing in state is an array, so that seems like the right thing. So as array is true. Cool. And nah, let's just try it. So sync state, we tell it which endpoint on Firebase, whatever an endpoint is. Context is this. State is whatever property from state we want to sync. As array is true. Let's give it a shot. Hey, everyone. So excited about this chat room. Let's refresh the page. It's still there. Let's go out to Firebase. We're on the database tab. There it is. So, okay, I've got a key named Terry, and that's where our array is. So that's what endpoint means. So how about we call it messages or something other than Terry? So let's just change it to messages. Let's see what happens. What's that? Let's check that momentarily. So I just blew everything away. So now I've got a different endpoint I'm syncing with. I'll go ahead and delete Terry here. And let's start more stuff. Okay. Hey, everyone. I less than 3 React so much. So excited to go to NDRB tonight, 7 p.m. at the Speakeasy in Broad Ripple. Here we go, messages. There we go, there's our 3 messages. Refresh the page, they're still there. Let's look at state. This is our chat component. There we go, state has messages, which is an array of 3 things. Now we said two-way binding, right? So we saw that if I change state in our app, it changes Firebase. What if I change this? Here's my first message. Hey, everyone. What if I say, hey, nerds. I just rewrote history. It says, hey, nerds. It just works. Super, super fast. Well, that's close to magic. Ooh, what if I log out? Let's log out. Let's log in as B at B.com. Holy crap. Hey, it's been so long. It really has. How the heck have you been? Did I say heck? Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. Pardon my harsh language. I've been doing super well because I'm learning React. Me too. Refresh. It's all still there. All right, folks. Time for an IPO. Let's make $1 billion. Woo! We did it. This is a pretty sweet chat app just like that. I can't believe how easy that was. Sync messages with Firebase. Firebase. Too easy. So what if I change my endpoint? What if I say, so if you want to go deeper, you use slashes, not dots, in this string here for your endpoints. So what if I say general / messages? Okay, it's back to blank now. Where is everybody? What if I change it to random / messages? LOL, so random, YOLO. Change it back to general. Oops. Now I'm back in that room. And my message is still there, right? So now I've got messages, I've got general, I've got random. So it's like I've got multiple rooms already. Sweet. That's so easy, it's almost insulting. So I could totally make these links here, just change that string, and then I'd have multiple chat rooms, right? Do you have a question? Okay, cool. Yeah, we could totally do that thing. I like it. So all we'd have to do, yeah, we can make these links work so dang easily. Or you could make those links work so dang easily. Yeah. It's all fun and games just watching the Dave show, but you don't really learn it until you type it yourself, until you actually try to figure out the things. Documentation is great, but heck, that's not even a big deal.